It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports as we get set for a Super Bowl 56 rematch. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals, and it's coming up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, a rematch of Super Bowl 56, and it should be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. This taken in right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like when he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
They'll run the screen with Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Hits his target. That's Charlie Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Rams.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will be very close to a the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So winds up a very smart decision. Flag, they reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. To about the 26 here.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball here, remember. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. after the touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, that field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Second down and 8. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this may be the one to build on right here. It's the second quarter. They've got nothing on the scoreboard as of yet. They need to put something together, and this is a good start as they get the completion there for good yardage and a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Stafford. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. To throw is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second and a couple. Now it's Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From midfield now, Burrow. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So third down, and defensively the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
Come on, man. A bit of a jump there, CD. And that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Stafford now to throw. He finds Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The final shot before the break. Stafford going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. Set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work.
11.
Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 40. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 75 yards. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is cut complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Burrow will throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And, boy, he is very close to a first down before. He's going to be a foot or so short.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. 4th and inches in plus territory. That seemed like a prime spot to go for.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the... You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take this into the end zone from Bengal TD. Zach Moss taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's Stafford. He's going to go up top again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
On gain of 22 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
On first down at Stafford. Buying time to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third.
3 quarters in the books. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Drill right, 22. Go.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And it's third down.
Play action. Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now Stafford. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Demarcus Robinson from 3 yards out. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately. That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be out right at the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Rams.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism, but without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Throwing again is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Here we go with Williams. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
Forced out to his left. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Hey, go here!
Throwing is Stafford.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
2nd down, goal to go.
Here's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Rams 18. Tanner Brown to kick off for the Rams.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
11 MP.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final time. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. Fights him off. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Still on his feet. So now Stafford and the Rams down by 6. 20 seconds to go. The late fumble gives an unexpected. As they come up first down. Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bowl up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to